Come closer, come closer. This is a very special episode of the BALI Business Review where we will have a Halloween special. On this specific episode, we are not going to talk about dreams. We will talk about nightmares. We'll talk about the worst, horrible business failures that have ever occurred in Bali. In this land of spirits and demons and those that have magical black magic powers, practitioners of sorcery, sometimes called developers, unscrupulous developers that will seduce you with beautiful ads and sales promotion girls and YouTube videos that are designed to extract money out of your pocket and put it into their pockets. Promises of return on investment that are completely built on magical fairy tales and essences of hocus pocus, witch brews and crafts, goblin stories of those who are infamous, demented characters that have stolen vast fortunes from those who are unwise enough to actually complete learning about history and not fall into tar pits where your money just vanishes. Listen closely, otherwise you might be the next to repeat these pitfalls and be condemned to eternal damnation. But here at the BALI Business Review, come with me as your host Jing as we enter into the creepy netherworld of horror stories of Bali property investment. Welcome! I'm Jing, host of this special Halloween episode of the BALI Business Review. Come inside to our delightfully haunted office where I will show you and regale you with tales of stories that will challenge your imagination as I introduce the whole character cast of those ghouls, demons, vampires, and goblins and shapeshifters that will entice and frighten you. Come inside.
Doing business.
Bali is a paradise of gods, gurus, and the occasional ghost. But tonight, we're not chasing spirits from temples or graveyards. We're chasing the monsters that live in contracts, spreadsheets, and WhatsApp groups. Because in Bali real estate, horror isn't in the jungle, it's in the fine print. Meet the vampire lawyer, elegant, articulate, smiles sharper than her pen. She doesn't drink blood. She drinks escrow accounts. Every deposit, every trust me, every clause that bleeds investor cash. She promises protection, delivers confusion, and vanishes before sunrise, especially before audits. Such is the case of a vampire lawyer named Julie Edmond, or SD Yulianti, who defrauded investors of more than $2 million in the early 2000s. Yes, she caught the interest of many as she seduced them with lower fees. In exchange, she kept their deposits that were meant for buyers of property to pay the sellers of property. But through her financial fidgeting, these escrow accounts were lost. Julie paid. She paid dearly for her crime, serving 2 years in jail before emerging out, and perhaps these days living under a very different name. Her infamy lives only in shadows on the comment section of the Bali Times blog, where you can still read the tales of upset buyers and the scandal that has occurred here. Yes, this vampirical lawyer is not to be trusted, because the law in Indonesia can be as shadowless as the lawyer.
The land is sold. The price is high. I heard from a friend.
Next is a Goblin of Gossip, the warung oracle, the cafe prophet, the man who always heard from a friend. He doesn't trade land, he trades panic. The price of land being so high and passing along incorrect statistics saying that this has been sold and that has been sold for exorbitant prices, only fueling the tar pit of misinformation, the tar pit of market failure, counterfactual information to beguile the trusting investor. This ghoul, their principal aim is to collect the either 5% commission or to profit from the sale of their own family's assets. Green smoke floating through WhatsApp groups. It spreads faster than dengue. the Mummy Bureaucracy, and deep within Denpasar's dusty tomb sleeps the Mummy Bureaucracy, wrapped in red tape, stamped in triplicate. It speaks of echoes of "come back next week." Every document you submit adds another layer to its bandages. Pray that you'll never need its blessing during a full moon.
Everything okay, boss?
Need some comic relief? Enter the Clown Manager. Always cheerful, always clumsy. He juggles keys, loses bookings, apologizes with emojis and optimism. Meanwhile, guests scream, owners rage, and the circus plays on. His slogan, "We learn from our mistakes." Unfortunately, he keeps on learning the same lesson. Waste not time with the Clown Manager and realize it pays to actually hire professionals.
I won't accept anything less than 20 million for the listing.
20 million. Yes, all right, we can do that.
And beware the zombie seller, once an innocent buyer, perhaps much like yourself. He came to Bali for freedom, a dream, a villa, a sunset ROI, but he didn't do his homework, didn't check the yield, didn't check the zoning, didn't even check the plumbing. Now all the bookings are gone, maintenance bills are stacking up, and the spreadsheet that once promised paradise, but now undead with greed, infected by neighbor gossip, biting agents with 10 billion or nothing. He doesn't sell homes, he spreads infection. He can't sell, he can't quit, so he does the only thing left. He hunts for somebody new to bite. Discorded whispers, RI, ROI. He collaborates with the rumor ghoul to spread false information and as many WhatsApp groups as possible to potentially infect another innocent victim. He's not alive, he's not dead, just trapped in the loop, the walking spreadsheet of regret. So if he calls you with the can't miss deal, hang up, because in Bali's real estate market, the undead don't stay buried, they list again.
You don't exist without them.
Who is the Shapeshifter Agent? Well, it's the soulless real estate agent who has no real face, no real soul at all. Then comes the Shapeshifter Agent. He has no face of his own, only reflections. To one client, he's the eco-spiritual visionary. To another, the profit-driven closer.
Of course,
he agrees with
50%
everyone
ROI guarantee.
till he disappears.
You don't exist
Look very
without
closely. Every WhatsApp profile picture of his face, and he's nodding yes to all of them at once. Next is the mad scientist developer. Oh yes, not all developers start out bad. Many, in fact, are young, brilliant, and successful from previous projects. But where does the mad scientist developer go wrong? Up on the cliffs, under lightning, works the new project of the mad scientist developer, part visionary, part engine of chaos. He stitched together investment dreams, renderings, and borrowed cash, and called it the master plan. Now, the lab has gone wrong. No longer are buyers depositing anymore. It is all coming to an end. Half-built towers twitch in the dark, vines crawling through the concrete, and cranes stand like failed experiments. He wanted to build paradise. He built a monster built of rebar and regret. There are the monsters of paradise, the vampires, the goblins, the zombies, the fools, but don't look away just yet, because when the lights flicker and the market shakes, you might see another monster staring back from the mirror. Maybe it's you, maybe it's me, maybe it's everyone who thought paradise could be tamed, because Bali doesn't belong to us. That's why she keeps haunting us, until we finally learn to respect her. From Book of Vista, this is the Bali Business Review. Happy Halloween, and may your monsters stay in your spreadsheets.